We are live.
Okay. We are now out of executive session, back into our live session. Is there any action to be taken from our executive session?
Yes.
Okay, Mike?
The action to move to hire a part-time.
Well, I'm getting ahead of myself, Mike. Kelly, would you read a resolution by title only? And then we'll come back to you, Mike.
A resolution approving the appointment of Samuel Kelly Jones to serve as acting village administrator and authorizing the mayor to enter into an employment agreement with Samuel Kelly Jones.
Michael?
I'd like to make the motion to move into, or to enter into an employment agreement with Samuel Kelly Jones.
We have a motion. Do we have a second? Yeah, I think Kelly Campbell, you beat Jeremy in there, so. Okay, let's do a roll call vote. Bink,
Yes.
Michael,
Yes.
Kelly Campbell,
Yes.
Kelly Cornett,
Yes.
Jeremy,
Yes.
Nancy.
Yes.
Okay, and that's resolution 1350. I did find the resolutions and the ordinances. If you wish them, we can go back and revisit that if you wish. Okay, we will go on then to page 30 of our payment listings. And if there are anything there that strikes you as being odd or different, we can try to figure out what it was. If not, then you can feel free to contact our fiscal officer at your convenience.
The listings to Georgetown Utilities, is that like for each building we have, like for the electric building and for, okay, I
Sewer
figured
plants
it
and
was. I
everything.
never asked.
Yeah.
So we pay out to ourselves,
Yes.
No, we're paying it to utilities, which kind of different.
goes into the, okay. So it come from the general fund or from every individual department, I
Department.
presume? Okay.
Any other questions in regard to any of these expenditures? Again, if there are any, our fiscal officer isn't here and our administrator's not here that has a little bit of more basis of knowing what all of these are for, I can get through most of them, but
What is
some-
Millennium Business Systems?
that is the copy machine company.
What, do we purchase another copier or?
We have a contract with, you mean for $90 there?
No, it was for $20,590.
Mhm.
I'm sorry, that's the next one. I'm sorry,
Okay.
Electro.
Heck of a copy.
Yeah.
No, I'm not sure who Electromech serves. I'm sure that's something to do with the electric department. They're the ones who have the big ticket items.
Ford Development Corporation.
Yes.
We'll have what, one more payment after that? This is not the last payment, is it? Or is it? Is somebody else doing the paving?
They're not done with all of their work. I think
Okay.
they're finalized up. Kelly, you probably know a little bit more about that than I do. They still got a little bit of work. to
Yeah,
do.
they still do, yeah.
Okay,
So we'll have probably one payment after that.
I'm guessing, yeah. Okay, anything else? If not, we will go on to our fund summary on page 33. You're getting familiar with this, our line items for all the dollars that we have in the village are designated to specific areas. You can see what the fund starting balance is and what the expenditures are to date and what is unencumbered for the rest of the year. And then we will go to our payment register detail on page 34. This is the credit card that is used by village employees for specific items that they need to purchase. And also then on page 37 is the bank reconciliation statement. If there's questions, please ask. Mayor's Court report is on page 38. You can see the year-to-date, we're up over last year as far as mayor's income, but Mayor's Court income, but that just means we have a lot of people committing crimes. So I'd like it to be low, I guess. On page 40, and Chief Freeland is not here. He really wanted to wait until our second meeting because he had some special things he wanted to do. So I will allow that to go, defer that to him for that next council meeting. Okay, we're ready for our roundtable discussion, and I can start. Bink, do you have anything for council?
Just a couple things. I know that the Georgetown Elementary PTO is going to be having a fall festival on October 20th, and we'll be there. Our church will be there with bounce houses and stuff. So invite everyone out to that. And then just being part of the CDC, I'd like to really open myself up to people who are in business or are looking to get into business, and I'd like to just hear ideas. What can we do? How can we help? And so you can get a hold of me, look at my Facebook, or get a hold of my number and just get in touch with me.
Anything else, Bink?
That's it.
You want to get your number out on the air?
Yeah, it's 937-690-9964.
Okay, very good. Michael, do you have anything for council?
I was just curious, earlier when we first started, you had made a statement in regards to the alleged harassment.
Mhm.
And you said that council wanted you to review that. Can you tell me who put that together and who,
Council wanted this to be read.
okay, so they voted as a body, I presume, an executive?
I don't know if it was an executive
You
session.
can't say if it was.
Yeah, if it was an executive session, we can't disclose that.
And I presume you prepared that, or Joe?
Well, it was both of us together.
Okay. Okay, and then one other thing I'd like to mention again is we have the Halloween party coming up on the square. Do you mind telling me the date on that, or do you know?
I think it's the 27th.
27th, I tried to look it up
Thursday
a minute
before,
ago.
right? Thursday night before?
I think it's a Friday.
Friday night?
Yeah.
Okay.
Be a great event for the community.
Anything else, Michael?
No, that'll be it.
Chief, we went up past your police report. Did you want to wait until next council meeting for that?
I mean, the only thing that's in there is the statistics. I actually have a presentation a little presentation I want to do at the next meeting and recognize a couple of officers. So
You
I
can
just,
wait until-
and that ties into that. So I
Okay.
would just assume do it then.
Okay, very good. Kelly Campbell, do you have anything for council?
Yeah, a couple quick things. There was a tree that is on West Fork Road in the village that blocks the view pulling out off of Airport Road, that I had a couple people come up to me and tried to, or they asked me if it can be taken down. So I didn't know if you guys had first of all, I think since we're a tree city still, I believe, we're not? Good.
Nope.
All right. So is there a committee or anything that we have to get it on some kind of list to get it taken down?
If it's an impairment to driving, it's something we can just take down.
Okay.
I mentioned that years ago, but it's still there. It's a
Okay,
big
well,
old tree.
It is. And so the poison ivy is grown so,
you want to go
Watch
take
out.
care of that first, and then we'll cut it down?
we already did.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
Steve might want to go out there and do that.
So to get it down, what has to be done is, does the village?
We would take it down.
Okay. So can we, who do I need to talk to get it started?
Let's see, that would probably be the electric department because they're the ones that have the tree trimming ability, but you could get in touch with Jerry Cooper,
I talked to Mike about it here one day. So
Mike Lick.
yeah,
Okay.
he was talking about it too.
Chief, let you go out and make some sort of assessment as to whether that's,
I've assessed it. It's dangerous.
It's very
Okay,
dangerous.
okay.
Yeah.
okay, well, is that on someone's private property? Is that in
It's in
right
the
away?
right of way.
It's on the right.
Okay, well, we can take it down if that's
Yeah.
necessary, so. Okay, we can make a note of that, and tomorrow I'll get in touch with Jerry Cooper, Electric Department. I assume that would be the group that we could do it. How tall is it, do you know?
It's an old red oak tree that the tops broke out of. It's got another one growing in it, but it's going to take a big saw. Let's
Okay.
put it that way. It's very big.
See if they're capable of doing it with their equipment. If not,
Right.
we can get it taken care of.
And then real quick, forgive me, I forget the guy's name that come in here and was talking about the raccoons and all that stuff. What's the progress been on that? Or
I don't know whether this has been circulated, but here is an ordinance for the regulation of the trapping of nuisance raccoons and groundhogs.
We're going to look at that in the CDC. We didn't get to it yet.
Okay,
I've been trying to get a hold of the guy who is supposed to get licensed to take care of that, and I've not heard from him. And Art has been trying to get a hold of him too. But
What I will do is I'll circulate this to each one of you if you want to look at it. It's not a finished product yet. Well, I guess
Right.
it is a finished product, but
I think there's some changes
Yeah.
that we looked at, we want to
but I'll
do.
send that out to each of you and so you can take a peek.
All right,
at
that's
it.
all I got. Thank
Okay.
you.
Are you having trouble with raccoons down your way?
Mm-mm.
I had one waddle across State Street the other day in front of me, but there was something wrong with him big time.
Joe Braun was telling me about a month ago, he was coming in from the north end of town, coming down Main Street. He just happened to look up second story floor and there was 3 raccoons looking out the window at him. So they're everywhere. So
I hear they're applying for voting rights.
are they?
Yeah.
Well, that's probably
Big
true.
move for that little department, yeah.
That's
Proud
right.
of
That's
them.
right. I think they were looking for your house, Jeremy.
I found it. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Kelly, do you have anything for council?
I'm good tonight.
Jeremy?
Yes, I do. One thing I would just like to quickly say, something it's kind of super important to me, and it's directed to every person on planet Earth and to no one in particular, and I mean that sincerely. If you know me, you probably know my aversion to social media, and I wouldn't stop people from using social media if I could, but I would just like to remind everybody about the dehumanizing effects of using social media when you're not face to face with people and you're throwing comments out there. And this is not directed at any individual at all, but please think before you post and consider talking to people face to face, because I think that's how it's supposed to be, in my opinion. And positive stuff. Halloween, I'm looking forward to on the 31st. And again, just because lots of people look at this and they always ask every year, is it the 31st? And yes, it is the 31st again this year. If you were tuning in earlier, there's going to be some fantastic, just a little bit scary motorcycle guys, and looking forward to seeing everybody out there because it's so much fun. Finally, I need to.
Time is 6 to 7:30. Is that correct, Chief?
Okay, sorry, yeah. I would also like to give a quick update and shout out to Chief Freeland in that we had our first meeting to implement Cortico, the wellness aspect of the Lexipol program. And Chief took some time out of his schedule to really articulate what's going to be best for the village. And we have 2 more meetings, but I was really happy with how things are going. If you want more details, you can come see me personally or talk to Rob, sure. But off to a great start, and I really appreciate Chief Freeland's commitment on that topic. I know Chief Rocky at the last second had to miss the meeting, but we will absolutely get his input and make sure that we are including everyone in the village when we're making those decisions. So thanks to Rob and Joey. We'll get you in there soon, and I'm done. Oh,
Kind of neat
yeah, absolutely. Sure. Yeah.
is because one of the big questions I had, because when they did their presentation, a lot of it seemed like it was directed more toward first responders. And so I made it very clear that this is supposed to be a village-wide thing. And they actually, when it's the finished product, depending on what the person's username format is that they're assigned, when they log in, it will be directed toward that type of employee, if that makes any sense. So I believe when it's done, there will be 3 or 4 different types of logins that will direct those people to the resources that they need. So.
And they said on the thing, there's like over 50 services, you know, that are going to be provided. And of course, they'll be tailor-made to the department, but there's a lot of help that we're hoping to get to people who might need it. Also quick to comment to village employees, you might be going, how do I get involved with this? Blah, blah. Lots of details are coming. We're just getting it set up, and there's actually 2 more meetings to come. So it won't be rolled out. Although they said, I was impressed. They said 6 weeks at the max. When I consider how much work the department has put in with Lexipol and is still putting with Lexipol, I thought the Cortico rollout will be much longer, but it's not. They're saying 6 weeks. So if you're an employee of the village, there's lots of information coming once we get things finalized.
Kind of going off what Jeremy started with, there's a lot of information out there. There's a lot of false information out there. So I encourage people to, go some of the Facebook pages that clarify some things. Go to the videos where some of these things supposedly happen. Go watch the videos, go watch the hearing, go make your own mind up. So I encourage people to look for the truth. Went to Technotitle grand opening. Dale and I were both there. And if you have not been there, they've done a fantastic job on that building. It is just really something. So if you haven't, stop in. They'd be glad to see you. The straw bale contest was a huge success. We had 23 this year as opposed to 8 last year. Applegates were the winners, and I'm glad we had 4 judges, and I'm glad I was not a judge because there were a lot of really terrific ones, and we really appreciate everybody participating. We've heard a lot of compliments about the bales, about George, and that from other communities and outside people besides the local residents. I want to thank Jennifer Harvey and Colin Montgomery for doing the village straw bale. They do that every year, and they always do a good job on that. And I want to remind everybody that December 2nd, the Fire and EMS, once again, are sponsoring the annual Christmas scavenger hunt. And that will start up in Bicentennial Park and the Christmas parade that evening. And that's it.
I'd like to thank Emily Suppinger for being here, substituting for Solicitor Braun. We do certainly appreciate your presence, so thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay. Upcoming meetings that we have our regular council meeting on Thursday, October 26th at 7 o'clock. Our Human Resources meeting will be held on October 18th at 10 a.m. Is there anything else that needs to be brought up before council at this time? If there is none, then I would entertain a motion to adjourn. By Michael, do we have a second? Second by Bink. All those in favor signify aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, meeting adjourned.
Still alive.